feeling creatively blocked lately. The weather doesn't help. You probably see outside, it's bleak. I have a microphone on my hat. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Nathan, a photographer from Maine, and I've got half a grain. Try to keep myself busy during the winter, because otherwise I'll just sit around and mope. But the way that the weather has been outside, it's hard to go outside. It's hard to get inspired when everything is brown. 365 project that I did last year and the year before. That helped a little bit. It got me out shooting whether I wanted to or not. But I don't feel like the benefits of that outweighed the way that it kind of forced me into treating photography as more of a chore. But I'm also okay with it. I'm kind of just, polishing my cameras, kind of making plans for when the weather is better. Looking for ways to kind of do things that are peripheral to photography, not even when I'm not out shooting. On a daily basis, like I would love to do. You may see these lenses here. What we got here is a Zeiss 92.8, a Zeiss 45 f2. Just kind of giving them a light polish. Got filters on all of them, so it's really just the filter. I don't know where the camera that went with these ended up. In a different bag, I think. A bag that is currently not in this room. But anyway, that'd be the Contax G1. It's been a fun camera to play with. Over here, got my daily carry. I think if you've been on YouTube at all and watched any number of photography YouTube, you know that this is the Fujifilm X106. I don't know if the camera will focus on this, but there's actually blood on the control ring from where I was out one day and just got a surprise nosebleed out of the blue, and it kind of provides a nice little marker on this otherwise featureless knob. So when I'm doing manual focus on the street to little zone focus, I kind of still have an idea of where that is, despite the lack of any kind of focus knob on there or any kind of markings. And then, here's that other camera that I was just talking about, the Contax G1. I had forgotten. Normally I have my M6 in this bag, but this time it was the G1 with the, what do I got on here? Oh, the 28 2.8. Decided I needed something a little bit wider. And then this camera that I'm recording on goes in the same bag with a little case and some extra ND filters. Again, I don't know if that will actually focus. And the bag, Bellroy 6 liter, very compact. I love this bag. I also have the bigger 10-liter version of this that actually has camera dividers in it. But despite the fact that it's not a camera bag, it does very well for me. Pretend the pocket is in here. I can put that in here. I can put one of these film cameras in here. And then on the other side, I can put the Fuji. Closes up nice and easily still. Very compact. Keys and wallet in the front pocket, and some extra batteries. And I am good to go every single day. Every time I leave the house, I take this with me. And it's a great daily carry. This thing picked up actually at I guess it was at more of an antique store than a thrift store. But, you know, classic, great deal. The only thing that's wrong with it is the film. The frame counter here is broken, so I don't know what frame I'm on when I'm shooting, but such a great deal, and it's such a fun camera to use to be able to get high quality lenses on an autofocus rangefinder camera. Pretty cool. So I don't think I got that, but I'm just getting the little bits of dust off of these. Over here you'll see I've got my film scanning setup here. Just a cheap little thing that I put my rolls through, little backlight panel here, a little level, and I use my Fujifilm GFX, not this lens, obviously that lens. This lens is probably my favorite lens of all time for now, which is the Midicon 65 f1.4, which gives you pretty amazing depth of field and really gives you that, I guess, medium format, very nearly at times large format seeming feel to it. But yeah, I started talking about creative blocks and got right into showing off gear, which seems to be par for the course on YouTube. Anyway, you grab one of these cameras and go outside and shoot some photos, and I'll bring you along with me for that and see how this video, it's a little bit different format, kind of rambling, kind of just like forcing myself to get out there and do something, rather than digging through the archives and you know, moping. So let's go out and see what we got.
Find your way back home. Find your way back home. Don't be scared of the unknown. I am with you where you go. You'll find your way back home.
Let's see how this goes. Haven't really wandered around with this microphone before, so we'll see how it picks up sound when it is attached to my camera strap. When I am creatively blocked, I like to just gravitate toward things I know. Go with a little bit more intense ISO here, because it is actually a little dark out here. And anyway, the things I know that I feel like I can get photos I'm happy with consistently would be still life of interesting things in nature. Trees, stumps, plants. There's not much in the way of greenery, as it's pretty obvious, you can see. But there are other interesting things. There's also no light to speak of today. This is probably the worst day possible to do this. It's overcast, it's windy, not too cold though, so. But anyway, it's an exercise. Nothing good, nothing truly good will come of it, photography-wise, except for the fact that I will feel better about having gone out and actually done the thing. And that is the purpose of the exercise. So you'll see these photos in this video. You'll think, those are okay. And then you won't subscribe because they really are not that great. But it's kind of for me. And recording it is kind of because I needed another video. Not gonna lie about that. I'm also not even sure if this thing's tracking me anymore. It could be. Yeah, I don't think it is. Probably said subject lost quite a while ago. But let's try to get back on track here. Yay. Ooh, it's awesome. So I'm gonna go a little deeper back here. These are just some woods that are literally behind my house. And that sometimes in the spring get pretty much flooded. You can see here, I'll turn this around. Got deer tracks through here. I see deer. There's my tracks and some deer. We see deer through here almost every day because that's just where we live. They like it out here. Wearing gloves, so the double tap to activate the tracking doesn't always work that well. I'm gonna set you here on a stump and keep shooting. I don't know how well this will track through things. Gonna go with the old stuck pine cone shot. It's a classic. One thing you'll notice about these photos is they are all wide open, and you'll find 1,000 experts that say you're shooting wide open, it makes you look like an amateur. But I'm not going to use this super bright medium format lens any other way. And it's not the only kind of photo I take, but I like how it looks. So, sue me. Anyway, I didn't want this video to go too long. It's just wandering around, getting some shots that I can collect and look and say, hey, maybe I still know what the heck I'm doing, and I know I still enjoy doing it. It's a hobby. And this video, in all seriousness, is really to encourage you if you are feeling the winter doldrums. Just get out, look at some things, find some shots, take the shots, stick a stick directly into your eye as you walk by, like I just did. Good thing I wear the old spectacles. There's some scat. Anyway, these woods are not made for walking. And you probably lost me a while back there on the tracking because this thing does not really want to track through trees, I'm learning. But I hope you've enjoyed this video. Obviously like and subscribe. I won't see you next time because that's not how YouTube works. Let me do that one again. I won't see you next time because that's not how YouTube works. Bye.
You'll find your way back.